Judge, this is the case of the Walkers.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mr. Walker, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Thank you, Your Honor. For the past year, I have been paying child support to my ex-wife, Jennifer. Currently, our daughter is in my mother's custody, and I'm bringing this case.
Wait. Why is your daughter in your mother's custody?
So she was initially in my custody, but before this year, I was a teacher, and I got promoted to principal. But I'm now working at a school that's on the other side of town. I wanted to make sure that my daughter stayed in the school that she's in because she has been there for the past 4 years, and I wanted to make sure that, well, she's been in that district for the past 4 years, and I wanted to keep her development because I agree with the education plan that they have there. So I took the job because it was more money and it was a better career for me. And
More money, so should you be paying more in child support then? If you're making more money?
Well, I think that I should be paying my mother the child support. Currently, I'm paying my ex-wife the child support, and I have no idea where those funds are going.
How much do you pay in child support?
$500 a month.
Okay. Continue.
And so she's in my mother's custody right now. My mother is retired. We had the conversation. We had an amicable conversation about my daughter living with my mother because she is retired. She worked for the city of Dallas for 28 years.
She worked?
Ma'am, we do not need the extra. My bailiff, Mr. A.K.A. Fuller.
Whether his ex-wife is actually using the $500 monthly child support payment for their child, or if she is just using it for personal purposes, is being looked into by the court. Even the judge is skeptical of her answer, which immediately raises eyebrows. The father argues that parents who get child support should be held accountable for their financial choices. In the meantime, his ex-wife insists that she is spending money on their daughter, but she is unable to provide hard proof. This results in a heated debate in the courts where neither side is prepared to make any concessions. Do you think there should be greater transparency in the way child support is administered? If you like courtroom drama, please leave your thoughts in the comments area and don't forget to like and subscribe.
He will make sure that you're escorted out of this courtroom if you cannot control yourself. Understood?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. You may continue.
So ultimately, the main goal of this case is that I want to move the child support from my ex-wife and then start paying.
Rightfully so. There's no reason she should still be getting any type of child support payments. Ma'am, Ms. Walker, have you been reallocating these payments that you're receiving from Mr. Walker to his mother?
Yes, Your Honor. I have receipts. I have everything. I've been taking care of my child.
What type of receipts are you talking about?
Receipts for me buying her food, clothes,
Okay,
shoes.
that's called parenting. That's not child support.
Well, I'm using his money for the kid.
But the child does not live with you, correct?
Because of him.
Oh my gosh, did she actually try to use clothing and pool bill invoices as evidence to obtain child support? That is not a means of supporting a child. It is a self-centered buying spree. Child support is for basic needs like food, medical care, and education, not for luxuries like swimming pools. To make matters worse, her daughter doesn't even live with her. This is exactly what happens when there is a lack of responsibility, and it happens far too often. Should parents be required to submit proof of their child support payments? Kindly leave a comment below with your ideas.
That wasn't my question. The child does not live with you, correct?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. Where is it that you are working right now?
Right now, I am an office manager at Walker's Dentistry.
Office manager? Okay.
That's what I do, Judge. I'm an office manager right now.
Okay. And how much is it that you make a year?
Maybe about $70,000.
$70,000. Okay.
And I'm also a single mother.
Okay. Well, congratulations. There are a lot of single mothers in this world. So that's not information that we need in terms of calculating child support, okay? How many children do you have?
I have a total of 3. I have 1 with Mr. Walker, and I have 2 with my previous husband.
Okay. All right. Continue. What is your reason for this child living with his mother and you're receiving child support payments? And according to your testimony, you're giving the money to his mother. Is that correct information? Is she giving the money to your mother?
That is incorrect, Your Honor.
She receives child support for a child who doesn't even reside with her while earning $70,000 annually. The real question is, Why should she be compensated if her income isn't sufficient to pay for her daily expenses? The goal of child support is to care for the child's needs, not to provide the parent more money. This judge is going to make a big ruling that might change everything. If the system allows it, how many others are getting away with the same thing? Do you think that stricter child support rules are necessary to prevent abuse like this? Tell me in the space provided below.
Is your mother here today?
She is not. My daughter's actually home sick with the flu. So she's at home with my mother right now.
Okay.
Judge, our daughter Kayla was living with me, and Blaine decided to come get her on the weekends. You know, everything was perfectly fine. She was getting along with the other kids in the house. So when Blaine started to come pick her up, and by the time he dropped her off, she would become so angry. She was fighting the other two kids. So I don't know if he was telling her things, but she would come back very...
Ma'am, there's more information than what I need.
Okay.
The bottom line is this. The child does not live with either of you, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And you're paying child support currently, but to Ms. Walker.
Correct.
And Ms. Walker, you are not paying child support at all.
No,
correct?
ma'am, I'm not.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. You said you make $70,000 a year. Does that include any overtime or anything?
That includes overtime, yes it does.
Okay, so I have your gross at $5,833.33. Now, after taxes are taken out, that comes down to $4,625.06. Who pays health insurance for the child?
Blaine.
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, how much is health insurance?
In this instance, the court has issued a landmark decision that radically changes the facts. Since the grandmother, not the ex-wife, is raising the child, the judge has ruled that she must now give the grandmother child support. This is exactly what Mr. Walker has been pushing for, and given the circumstances, it is the most equitable outcome. However, the real question remains, will Miss Walker actually pay, or will this turn into another protracted court dispute? Please leave your thoughts in the space provided for comments.
For the past year, I've been paying $50 a month.
Okay. How often are you paid?
I get paid once a month.
So $25 a month, okay. And then you said you have two other children
And I
one
pay
child.
mortgage and car note. And
Ma'am, he has the same expenses. That means nothing to me. Ms. Walker, your child support is going to be set at $707.28. That includes the $682.28 for child support and $25 for health insurance. Mr. Walker, your $500 payments will be reallocated to your mother. And as I stated, Ms. Walker, that $707.28 will go directly to his mother as well, since that is who the child is living with. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything else from either of you? If nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you.
Now that the case has been dismissed, do you believe the judge made the right decision, or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Could Miss McKenna's suspicions hold some truth, or is she refusing to accept reality? And what about the accused father's final remarks? Was he simply defending himself, or is there another layer to this complicated drama? I'd love to hear what you think. Do you trust the DNA results, or do you believe Miss McKenna should keep fighting for the truth? Maybe you think the alleged father is hiding something, or perhaps you believe the judge had no choice but to put an end to the chaos. Either way, let's keep the conversation going. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this roller coaster of a courtroom battle, be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another jaw-dropping case. There's plenty more drama, unexpected twists, and shocking revelations coming your way, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single moment. Stay tuned for the next case, because if this one was intense, just wait until you see what happens next.